Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Knox Community College issued a statement addressing fraud probe. The Knox Community College has issued a statement following a report that a major fraud probe has been launched at the school. This statement, which has the principal's name attached, the school discovered certain irregularities involving the falsification of a number of checks issued by the college. The statement did not clarify the amount of money allegedly defrauded, but sources say that the fraud reportedly involved $10 million being unaccounted for from at least two accounts. The discovery was prompted by a recent call from our banker seeking to verify 3 checks presented to them on the day, 3 checks with numbers coinciding with ones issued by the college but apparently altered to reflect greater amount. Subsequent internal checks reveal that other check items had in fact been paid previously, the report read in part. The school said it has reported the matter to the authorities. The matter has been reported to our Board of Management, our auditors, the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Crime and Security Portfolio, the Ministry of Education and Youth, the General Secretary of the United Churches in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, and as well as our banker NCB Fraud Prevention Unit. The matter is now under full investigation by the relevant authorities and, in the meantime, several staff of the account department has been placed on administrative leave. Contingency measures have been put in place to ensure business continuity, the statement said. Body of man found in bushes. The body of a man was discovered in bushes adjacent to the Spanish Town bypass and Southpan Road at about 7 a.m. on Tuesday. The deceased, identified his brother, Winston Parks, Isaiah Atkinson, was discovered with his throat slash and what appeared to be multiple chop wounds over his body. Parks, who says he lives within walking distance of Atkinson's dwelling, told reporters that it is customary for him to speak with his brother every night. After not hearing from him late Monday, he went in search of him Tuesday morning and stumbled on the gruesome sight. Me decided to go look for him, so me turn in the bush and me see something like old clothes. And me look more, and me see him belly, with him tripe come out, and then me look and me see him head, but me couldn't manage it, so me call one man where him link up with. The distraught Parks recounted. Him handicap, me say me feel it to me bone. You would cry shame at the people who do this. My brother lively, him no trouble nobody, he added. The incident triggered a reprisal, with neighbors setting fire to a shop belonging to a man who was accused of being responsible for Atkinson's death. However, the St. Catherine police have not listed the man as a suspect in the murder. In a recent report, the man who lived in the wooden shack had expressed a desire to start a business to earn a living for himself. Firearm ammo found in St. Catherine. A firearm and 6 rounds of ammunition were seized during an operation along Segoville Main Road on Tuesday. Reports are that about 4 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a premises was searched and one Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 6 9mm rounds of ammunition was found. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. Investigations are ongoing. Russian charge in quadruple fatal Palisades crash gets bail extension. A Russian charge in last month's death of 4 people in motor vehicle collision on the Palisades Main Road has been granted bail in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday. He was making his first appearance. He is to return to court on March 7, 2023, when the case is to be heard. He is being represented by attorneys Peter Champagne KC and Sadie Bernard. It was revealed that the case file concerning the matter had not been completed. He is to be charged with 4 counts of motor vehicle slaughter, got a bail extension after Champagne indicated that at the outset his client had given full cooperation in the investigation of the matter. Champagne also told the court that the accused has voluntarily surrendered his travel documents to the police. Those killed in the incident were Rosemary Rose Banton, 57, Zachary Heslop, 18, taxi operator Delroy Grant, 53, and Camille Stevens Grant. Reports were that about 5:45 a.m. on December 11, 2022, Grant was driving his Toyota Succeed motor car along the roadway when, upon reaching the vicinity of the runabout, it collided with a Toyota Prado Land Cruiser. The police and the fire department were alerted, and 6 injured people were transported to hospital. Robert Banton, Heslop, Grant, and Stevenson Grant were pronounced dead, while the 2 occupants of the Land Cruiser were treated and released. New trial date looms in Keith Clark murder case. A new trial date is to be fixed for the resumption of the hearing for the 3 Jamaica Defense Force JDF soldiers accused of the 2010 shooting death of businessman Keith Clark. The date is to be decided on February 21 in the Home Circuit Court when the case management hearing continues. The matter, which had been stalled since April 2018, was played back on the trial list following a Court of Appeal ruling last Friday sanctioning the trial. Justice Bennett Graham Allen, who presided over a case management hearing Tuesday, has emphasized that the trial is a priority matter. The defense lawyers have also indicated that their clients are anxious for the matter to be tried. Both parties have been ordered to engage in discussions to determine what statements, if any, will be agreed. The defense is also to advise the prosecution if there are any materials or statements outstanding, while the prosecution is to be ascertained the availability of its witnesses for the trial. Corporal Odell Buckler, Lance Corporal Greg Tinglin, and Private Arnold Henry were arrested and charged with murder after the businessman was shot 21 times inside his Kirkland Heights homes in St. Andrew on July 27 during a military operation. The defendant's bail was extended. Jury selection was forced to a halt in August 2018 after defense lawyers surprised the court with certificates of immunity which they claimed shielded the trio from prosecution. The certificates of immunity were signed in 2016 by then Minister of National Security Peter Bunting, 6 years after Clark's death. Clark's widow Claudette then challenges the validity of the certificates. The Constitutional Court ruled in February 2020 that the immunity certificates were invalid, null and void, and that the soldiers should stand trial. The soldiers sought to have the decision squabbled by the Court of Appeal, but the nation's second highest court struck down the Constitutional Court ruling regarding the certificates but affirmed the decision that the soldiers should be tried. The appeal court, however, ruled that the verdict of the trial within the trial must be conducted by a judge alone to determine whether the Director of Public Prosecution can rebut the certificates of good faith issued by the minister. The appeal court judges also ruled that the full court erred in determining that the delay in issuing the certificates was manifestly unfair and unreasonable, and that as a result, the soldiers should not be allowed to rely on them. Arising from these determinations, we have concluded that it is not necessary in this case that the certificates be challenged by way of judicial review, but rather, in the circumstances, that a preliminary determination be made by the judge of the Supreme Court sitting without a jury, they explained. The soldiers had reportedly gone in search of Christopher Duduscoke, the now convicted Jamaican drug lord who is in the United States prison when Clark was killed. Coke was targeted as an island-wide manhunt after escaping security dragnet at his West Kingston enclave of Tivoli Gardens. King's Counsel Peter Champagny represents Buckle, King's Counsel Valerie Nita Robinson appears for Tinglin, and Attorney at Law Linton Garden represents Henry. Satin says administrative and staffing issues led to delay in completion of 2022 census. The Statistics Institute of Jamaica Satin has revealed that issues with administrative processes, the institution's inability to achieve the employment target of 7,000 census takers, led to the delays with the completion of the 2022 population and housing census. Data collected from the census commenced in September last year and was set to end last December, but was extended onto the first quarter of this year. Speaking at Satin's quarterly press briefing on January 17, Director General Carol Coy noted that most of the issues with the census has been resolved, but there is still a shortfall in census takers in some areas. She said the agency is doubling its effort to recruit the necessary personnel. Ms. Coy noted that Satin has strengthened the census project management team and processes to ensure the smooth continuation of the census. She added that some of the ID cards issued to census takers have expired as of December 2022. However, these are still valid given the extension of the census. She said census takers should present an extension letter for additional proof of their identities.
In the initial phase of the census, there were issues with some administrative processes. However, most of these have been resolved, and we continue to address the additional concerns as they arise. We have also not been able to achieve the employment target of approximately 7,000 census takers. Approximately 7,000 persons were trained across Jamaica, and we currently have on board approximately 4,800 persons. It should be noted that several census takers have also opted out of the job for varying reasons. Satin is therefore redoubling its efforts with targeted recruitment, training and onboarding of census takers in specific communities that currently have shortfalls, as we seek to identify candidates that are best suited to perform the tasks required until everyone is counted. Statin continues to work with various groups, including community associations, justices of the peace, municipal corporations, strata bodies, and faith-based communities, as well as the private sector organizations, to ensure that the general population is aware of the importance of participating in the census and that they are counted. Once data collection is completed, the information will be reviewed and analyzed, and a final count of the population will be provided along with other thematic reports. Census takers are deployed island-wide, so if you have not yet been counted, please cooperate with the census takers.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell